Muay Thai was a completely unknown martial art. While in Brazil, Jiu-Jitsu developed and, according to the residents, claimed to be the best battle system in the world. In America, it was believed that kickboxing and karate had no equal. Until the advent of the UFC, it was difficult to determine which martial art system was the most effective. But in 1988, there was a very significant event for the whole world of martial arts. An unbeaten champion kickboxer, Rick Rufus, who had a record of 28-0 and was considered one of the best fighters of the time, decided to prove that American kickboxing was superior to Thai boxing and claimed that a Thai fighter would stand no chance against him. His rival was Chang Puyek. Songrit was one of the first fighters to travel outside of Thailand and prove Thai boxing to the world. In the fight with Rufus, the Thai arsenal of punches was limited, as the rules forbade elbows, throws, grabs, and clinches were immediately separated. The Thai went to battle according to the rules of American kickboxing, and blows below the waist were also prohibited. However, low kicks were allowed in this fight. This fight was dubbed the Clash of Kickboxing and Thai Boxing, despite the fact that the Thai arsenal was very limited. Most importantly, this fight was shown on television to a huge audience around the world.
So he's not going to be an easy guy. He could be causing a lot of problems with his footwork.
Well, we are about to find out. In a lot of cases, on some tapes of Thai fighting I've seen, the ceremony takes longer than the fight. Let's hope that's not the case here, as we're just about ready.
In the first round, Rufus began with an aggressive start and was very fast on his feet. He throws a series of blows, then retreats out of the line of fire, although the Thai hits him with a low kick.
In the short pants. There. Took one coming back from it, but he landed one in the ribs there that I get Rufus moving around very well. Spinning back kick into the belly. That hurt the Thai.
As we can see, Chang Puyek works in the left stance, which means that Rufus's right leg is in great danger. Rick inflicts a lot of punches, and Chang Puyek seems to have put a big bet on the fact that the American will be vulnerable to a low kick.
Lots of moving in and out and moving away from those kicks.
He's doing beautifully here, and Songrit, quite frankly, John, looks to me a little bit confused. Now that one landed high on the calf a little bit and got out of the way. Rufus very good on his distance, and that's what's keeping him alive here. Songrit, does he look confused to you, John?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Does Songrit look confused to you in there?
He looks to me like Rick Rufus, and he has been stung a couple times. He's felt a lot of the power of Rick Rufus.
Halfway through this first round, these are 3-minute rounds with a 1-minute break. Rufus, again, being cautious, keeping track of the distance. The Thai fighter beginning to be a little bit more aggressive. His name is Songrit. He took a left hand there, and he's down. Rick Rufus landed a left on the jaw, and the Thai fighter...
The first knockdown. But the fighter gets to his feet and then immediately flies into a second knockdown.
Hits him again and knocks him down. Songrit is down again, and you can see his eyes are seconds left in this first round. Songrit has got to survive 30 seconds here and is trying to hold on to do it. Rufus does not want to let him have it. Rufus is getting inside of those kicks, and he is landing the big punches. And Songrit has never come across this kind of power, I don't think.
Rufus did a great job of keeping the pressure on.
It seems that Rick decided to finish his opponent in the first round, but Chang managed to survive, and the fight moved on to the second round.
Two ways about that, and he is still rubbery-legged. But we are up to the end of round number 1. At the end of that round, and you'd have to say that's about as good as you're going to do against a guy you've never seen fight like this before. Rick Rufus.
Left punches you'll ever see anywhere. We're going to see that now. He comes across with a kick, follows up over the top with a straight left right there. And you can see Songrit knees go out on strong here, just keeping the pressure on. This is after that first knockdown. A right hook that misses, a left straight shot that comes straight through, and you can see crossed his eyes.
Something you pretty much have to do in that situation, don't you, John?
Well, he is. He's just creating a tremendous distraction and delay, which, of course, is giving that fighter time to get...
In the second round, the low kicks from Chang continued to crash into Rick's right leg, who was starting to feel the pain.
John, the key here is Rufus's footwork. Rufus is dancing away from a lot of this stuff.
So he's making the Thai miss just like he did then. He's throwing lots of left-hand lunges. He's moving in, attacking the body and moving away.
Rufus's knee. There's a left hand over the top and another left, and Rufus is inside. Rufus lands a right a little bit. I don't know that he's badly hurt, but he is aware that he's being...
In the middle of the round, it becomes noticeable that for Rufus, the low kicks are starting to become a real problem, and he is having trouble evading them. Chang successfully uses his plan for the fight, which was to destroy Rufus's leg.
Rufus wide and land the left hand. The Thai is doing a good job of keeping his hands up and taking away the target. Rick Rufus having to move away from those powerful kicks to the legs.
Now again, Rick Rufus tying up there is working
Very gingerly on those legs.
Lands a right, a round kick, and a right and a left from Rufus. Rufus needs to end this one fast, and he lands the left. And Rufus is throwing everything from Iowa. Rufus is throwing the big leather here, trying to get out of this one because...
Interesting to know how the judges are going to score this because in a Thai fight, oh no, Rick Rufus was stomped when he was down.
Now you wonder about that. I'm not sure. The referee is calling time. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
And here comes the knockdown from Chang, who acted rather unsportsmanlike by stepping on the American while he was down.
And here comes that stomp.
There should be about 30 seconds left here in round 2, John.
Rick Rufus trying to finish this thing with a knockout. He really doesn't like this. He's trying to land again with the left hand.
Good spinning back fist by Rufus that landed and shook Songrid up. A high round kick to the jaw, but to do it he had to take one.
At the end of the round, Rick makes contact with Chang's head, but this did not stop the stream of low kicks that the Thai had intended for the American.
We had about 10 to 8 or 10 to 9, but he lost 2 points because of all the problems.
Used to these rules in the long red pants. Kit Songrid is not used to being hit. That's illegitimate by Rufus.
Kit Songrid go down to the very end of those punches.
It's not a problem. When Kit Songrid comes in to kick, Rufus drops one hand down to block the kick, throws with the other, throws a punch as he is fighting from the right side, comes up with a good uppercut into the...
In the third round, it became clear that the Thai had the opportunity to win. Chang pursues Rick and continues to strike him with ruthless blows.
Rufus again landing those punches, but they're too far extended to really have a lot of sting on.
And he's also not able to get legs down.
His legs are obviously bothering him. He's really having a problem.
Now there's a throw by Kit Songrid, which
under the throws.
Rick Rufus is over here limping, obviously. Rufus with a good kick into the ribs. He's being just a little bit too brave here. He doesn't really have much to lose in this thing. He ought to just forget it right now because, we're talking about a potential world champion here. And you just wonder...
In round 4, Rick starts avoiding his opponent because he can no longer take the blows to his leg that are causing him a lot of pain.
Rick Rufus now trying to keep away from the legs, has the power, and Kit Songrid has never been hit the way Rufus can hit him. And Rufus is hurt now. Rick Rufus in the corner, can we hear this? They really should. This is a case of Rick wanting to be too honorable here.
This is an exhibition fight. He was really taking a chance on suffering some permanent injuries. Very, very strong now. Just obviously extremely aggressively coming in with those leg kicks.
Well, he knows clearly, and the referee, Tom Schlesinger, has stopped this fight.
After the fight, the doctors were called to render medical assistance to Rick, since his leg injury was very serious. His brother, Duke Rufus, gave an interview in which he played down Chang's ability, saying that it did not require a lot of skill to apply these blows to the leg, thereby refusing to recognize the strength of Thai boxing, and low kicks in particular. All this, despite the fact that the Thai had just defeated one of the best kickboxing fighters of that era. This fight greatly popularized Muay Thai around the world and gave a powerful push to its development. Duke Rufus himself also later incorporated new Thai elements into his arsenal, and he admitted that he had very much changed his opinion of low kicks. In the future, he became a first-class trainer in the Muay Thai striking technique and is considered one of the best Muay Thai trainers outside of Thailand.